Welcome to The Explainer. Look, I'm just going to say it. I am right there with you. As a massive, longtime fan who has been literally refreshing feeds for over a decade looking for any scrap of news, I completely get the absolute exasperation you're feeling right now. We all thought we had a light at the end of the tunnel, right? Like we were finally in the home stretch. But once again, the rug has been pulled completely out from under us. Okay, let's just take a breath, dive into this, and look at the actual reality of the situation. Because yeah, while this delay stings deeply, there's actually a fascinating, almost mind-blowing reason behind it that every gamer absolutely needs to understand.
So, November 19, 2026. Oof, just let that collective groan of the fan base really sink in. You know that May 2026 release window we were holding on to? Yeah, it is completely, officially gone. This is locked in by Rockstar and Take-Two now. It's not a rumor, it's not some sketchy leak, it is our harsh new reality. And man, as eager fans, this is such a tough pill to swallow. We've already waited so long, and now we gotta add another half year to our mental countdowns.
And what's Rockstar's official reasoning for this? They said, we need these extra months to make the game absolutely perfect for you. Honestly, reading that is just painful, especially knowing this is the second time they've pushed it back. But look, as frustrated as we are, we all know Rockstar's pedigree, right? When they say absolutely perfect, they usually mean it. Still, we need to look past the standard PR statement here. We really need to dive into the insane underlying technological reason why they suddenly felt they needed this extra time.
Because it basically boils down to one thing, the PS5 Pro factor. The timing of this delay, totally not a coincidence. It perfectly aligns with Sony rolling out their brand new PS5 Pro enhanced labels. Rockstar isn't just taking a few extra months to squash some bugs. They are fundamentally recalibrating their entire launch strategy around the absolute most powerful console hardware hitting the market. I mean, the PlayStation Store is already telegraphing this by tagging the game as Pro enhanced.
And when you look at the specs, it brilliantly illustrates why they made that massive choice. Rockstar is trying to build the most detailed world in gaming history. To actually pull off that kind of massive vision without cutting corners, they need raw, unadulterated horsepower. We're talking about absolutely crazy ray tracing, global illumination that creates perfect, realistic reflections on cars and water, and perfectly stable frame rates in a densely packed world. The base consoles are great and all, but the PS5 Pro, it gives Rockstar a true zero-compromise environment. Basically, they're delaying the game to make sure the day one experience on this new hardware is nothing short of revolutionary.
But okay, we absolutely cannot talk about console optimization without addressing the massive elephant in the room. PC players. If you're a PC gamer tuning into this, I know you are probably furious right now. And frankly, you have every right to be. The frustrating reality is that Rockstar's laser focus on console perfection always, literally without fail, leaves the massive PC audience completely out in the cold at launch.
Let's just look at the history for a second, because it builds a very painful pattern of Rockstar's classic double-dipping strategy. Think back to GTA 5. PC players endured an agonizing 19-month wait. 19 months! For Red Dead Redemption 2, it was a 13-month gap. Take-Two's CEO has explicitly come out and stated they focus on consoles first. It's a highly calculated business strategy, right? Sell the game twice, once to everyone desperate to play it on console, and then again when the ultimate unlocked PC version finally drops.
Which brings us to a frankly devastating realization. 2028. If the console version lands in late November 2026, history dictates that PC players might not actually set foot in this new world until late 2027 or even 2028. Just let the salt in that wound really sting for a second. It is a wildly frustrating strategy if you're one of those millions of dedicated PC fans.
But hey, let's pivot the energy here for a minute. We've validated the devastation, we've shared the frustration. Now, we've got to ask the ultimate question. What on earth are we actually waiting for that justifies this agonizing wait? Because if we have to hold out until late 2026, or heaven forbid 2028, this game cannot just be good. It literally has to be a generational masterpiece that completely shatters the industry.
And that masterpiece starts right here with Liana D. Listen, this isn't just some nostalgic, simple return to Vice City. This is a gigantic, expansive geographical leap representing an incredibly dense version of Florida. We're talking about vast, sprawling swamps, a massive chain of islands, and an urban sprawl that completely dwarfs anything they have ever done before. The sheer scale of this map is specifically designed to be overwhelming.
But you know what? It's not just the size, it's the density. Based on those monumental 2022 leaks, we are getting a truly living, breathing world. We're talking about a mind-boggling number of buildings you can actually enter, unprecedented NPC density, and independent AI that generates completely random, unexpected events across the map. Think of those amazing dynamic encounters from Red Dead Redemption 2, right? But scaled all the way up to a chaotic modern metropolis. This AI is going to make the world feel alive in ways that will, for sure, completely alter our expectations for open-world games going forward.
And the character dynamics? They're evolving to perfectly match that insane world. We're moving completely away from standard, isolated protagonists. Instead, we have Jason and Lucia locked in this modern, high-stakes Bonnie and Clyde dynamic. The ability to seamlessly switch between them during intense heists opens up strategic possibilities that previous games couldn't even touch. It's no longer just about your firepower anymore. It's about how you orchestrate two completely distinct characters in real time. It's a real game changer.
On top of that, the gameplay mechanics are getting a massive, realistic overhaul to support all of this. You can now actually go prone in combat, which fundamentally changes how shootouts work. But the biggest shift, you can't just carry an entire arsenal in your back pocket anymore. Your weapon capacity is strictly limited now, which literally forces you to use the trunk of your personal car as a mobile armory. Even stealing cars is evolving. You're going to need specialized tools to bypass the security on modern vehicles. These changes force us to plan, to think, and to engage with the world way more strategically.
All of these crazy mechanics are wrapped up in some absolute bleeding-edge technology. Remember that PS5 Pro stuff we discussed earlier? Well, this is exactly where that horsepower goes. Unmatched realistic lighting, authentic real-world water physics, and perhaps most incredibly, dynamic weather systems featuring massive storms and actual hurricanes that will literally alter the map and your gameplay in real time. This isn't just visual window dressing, it's technology actively impacting how you have to play the game.
Okay, but we have to address another massive portion of the fan base now. Because for millions of players out there, the single-player campaign, that's just the appetizer. The real game is GTA Online. But, I gotta warn ya, the news here is a bit bittersweet, and it represents a massive reset for the entire community.
So let me cleanly walk you through Take-Two's rollout strategy here. Step 1. The game will launch as a single-player experience only. Yep, no multiplayer on day 1. Step 2. This actually allows Rockstar to stabilize their servers and kind of forces everyone to actually experience the narrative masterpiece they've spent years building. And then step 3, when the brand new online finally drops, everyone, and I mean everyone, no matter how stupidly rich you were back in Los Santos, starts completely at zero in Leonida. It's a harsh reset, sure, but a wildly necessary step to prevent those catastrophic launch day server crashes we've all suffered through in the past.
But hey, don't panic! Your current criminal empire isn't just vanishing into the digital ether overnight. Take-Two is employing what they call a two-ecosystem strategy. The current GTA Online is going to continue receiving support, and they'll actually run both versions simultaneously for the foreseeable future. In fact, just to keep you invested, they're offering a free month of GTA Plus right now if you pre-order the new game.
So we come back to the harsh reality and the ultimate choice here. The delay hurts. The wait is going to be absolutely agonizing. But the payoff? It looks to be the most technologically advanced, immersive game ever created. So I'm going to leave you with this challenge. How are you going to cope with this? Are you going to hold the line, endure the pain, and wait for that ultimate PC release in 2028? Or is this incredible vision of Leonida going to force your hand to just buy a PS5 Pro so you can experience it on day 1? Thanks so much for joining me for this explainer, and seriously, good luck with the wait. We're going to need it.